Hi everybody, thank you so much for watching Vanya's Vegan Voyage, which is a channel that deals with all things vegan, food, fitness, travel, and beauty. In today's video, I am going to tell you a little story that was not my brightest moment in history, that truly shows off the true definition of being blonde, I suppose. Today I'm going to talk to you about my experience in Turkey, where I almost had my real life taken episode. I nearly escaped getting kidnapped. So without further ado, let's get started with the story. I went to Turkey with a friend of mine who is also a girl. So it was two girls traveling to Turkey, no big deal, right? We got a tour that was just semi-guided. So we had a lot of downtime that we could do with whatever we wanted. So we both really love history and we love exploring the culture, and we had such a blast going to all the local historical monuments like the Blue Mosque and the Medusa, seeing the Medusa head underneath Istanbul. I mean, that was just absolutely spectacular. Turkey has so much beautiful stuff to offer. And in addition to seeing all the beautiful historical and culturally important monuments, we also got to indulge a little bit. So we went to the Turkish bath. I was the one who made my friend go. And we ended up going to this Turkish hammam that was only manned by two men with unibrows and nothing on but towels. So yeah, that was an interesting experience. We ended up getting very good massages and facials, but it was quite interesting. Nothing like I've ever experienced before. But I will tell you a little bit more information on that experience in another video, because that is a story all in itself. But let's get back to the story at hand. So if you guys know me, you know that I am a shopaholic, and I especially love shopping in little markets where you get to experience the culture and the local people as well, in addition to finding a lot of crap that I probably don't need. So whenever I visit a country, I really make it a point to go and shop where the locals go, where it's not just a touristy place. But anyways, Istanbul has a very famous market, and they just had so much incredible stuff. My friend and I, we would go do all of our cultural exploration in the morning, and then in the afternoon we would go hit the market and just go crazy, right? So we ended up going to the market 3 days in a row. Well, here's something you need to know about going to the market in Istanbul. Pretty much everybody at the market knows each other, and they all work together, whether you know it or not, right? So if you look for a pair of jeans at aisle 1, table 1, by the time you get to the aisle 10, they already know where you're from, what your name is, and exactly what kind of jeans you're looking for, and they're gonna have it ready for you. So that was pretty impressive. I have never experienced such collaboration between merchants. It was pretty impressive. Also, every little booth that you come to, they offer you mint tea or some sort of, Turkish tea, and that is an awesome custom. But however, being a single female traveler, I did not trust to drink anything that I did not see from the preparation to the cup. So I always politely declined. And I think it was probably a very smart decision. So I would recommend that you do that as well, because you never know. All right, so by day 3, everybody knew that I am originally from Bosnia and exactly all the stuff that I was looking for. And we're walking around and this guy approaches us and he goes, in Bosnian, mind you, okay? So this is in the middle of Istanbul. He starts talking to me in Bosnian and my eyes just widened. I was so impressed. I was like, whoa, and he spoke it perfectly. So he goes, hey, I have a store, I sell jeans, I sell a lot of awesome, current fashion clothing, come check it out. So we're like, sure, we're there to shop anyway, so we'll just go follow him. So we're walking, and this was close to the closing time. So literally in the matter of 5 minutes, where it's hustle and bustle and everybody's walking around, shopping, negotiating prices, it's loud, it went from that to absolute silence. Everybody cleared out in a matter of 5 minutes. And here we are, following this guy that we just met blindly, okay? So we're going down one alleyway, into another alleyway, into another alleyway, and it's getting quieter and quieter and quieter. So it's this guy and his friend, right? So we're going, we get to the dead end. And I don't know at which point this should have signaled to me, okay, probably this is not the smartest idea I've ever had in my life, but I just kept going with it, right? Because you know, it's gonna be okay, because I trust people like that, which probably should be abandoned by this point in my life. So we're going, we end up at the dead end, and I look around, I'm like, what the heck is going on? So there's this garage door looking thing, so he pulls it up, and sure enough, it was full of jeans. So my friend is all excited, I'm semi-excited, still a little concerned, but I'm like, all right, well, we're here, we're gonna start looking at jeans. So we're trying on jeans, and my friend is in the fitting room trying on jeans, and this guy is just getting a little bit too close to me for my comfort. But then I'm thinking, you know, I've lived in America for so long, I kind of lost that close talking perspective that I used to have when I lived in Europe. In America, we like our personal space. So I attribute it to that. I'm like, maybe I'm feeling uncomfortable because I'm just Americanized, and this is the way people are in Europe. Well, in the meantime, my friend found a pair of jeans that she really liked, but they were too long. So his friend volunteers to go to a nearby store to have one of the seamstresses alter it and make it shorter for her. So we're like, okay, you go on and do that. And then in the meantime, my friend is trying on more jeans, and this guy is getting bolder and bolder and bolder. So he keeps coming closer and closer. And at one point, he pulls out a wad of $100 bills, and the wad was this thick, okay? So what kind of people walk around with that much money in cash? Either you are a pimp, or a drug dealer, or a crooked politician, or a sex trafficker, okay? There is no other option. There is no other kind of person who would be walking around with that kind of money like that. So he's getting in my face, and he goes, oh, we could have so much fun tonight. We'll go to a club. I'll take you to a club. I'll show you the best time, and you and I are gonna have so much fun, and your friend can join too. And this whole time he's talking to me in Bosnian. So my friend is like, what is he saying? What is he saying? I'm like, oh my God. I'll explain later. Let me deal with this, because he is becoming more and more bold, right? And his friend has not returned yet. It's been already half an hour at this point. So I'm thinking he's probably out there trying to find backup, 10 more guys to come and freaking storm us in this dead end garage storage looking thing full of jeans. I walk towards the front of towards the entrance of this place, and he just keeps going on and on and on and on how much I'm beautiful, and how he thinks he could show me the best time ever, and I am sweating like crazy. I mean, I cannot even start to tell you how uncomfortable I was feeling, because it was getting worse and worse by every second. So then I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my God, what the heck do I do? So I pulled out my cell phone, and I text a friend back in the States, and I tell her, just keep sending me text messages. I'll explain later. So my phone starts blowing up, message after message after message. And then I also had a walkie-talkie on my hip, and I kept pressing the little button on the side, so it was making the noise. So I kept telling the guy, I said, listen, we are here with a large group of people, and they're all outside of the market. They're waiting for us to go to dinner, and they're wondering where we are. They're really upset that they can't find us. And that did not sway him for a second. He did not seem to care, even though my phone was blowing up, and so was my walkie-talkie. So anyways, I'm thinking, oh my God, what is gonna make me worth more to him alive than dead, right? So I'm thinking on my feet, and I go, aha, I got it. So I say, So listen, I am opening a boutique in Florida, and I need a very good, reliable supplier. So how much would you charge me for a whole crate of jeans and jackets and a lot of stuff like that? So his demeanor changed immediately, because you could just see the cha-ching signs in his eyes, and he starts pulling out his catalog on his phone, and here I'm negotiating prices. I said, listen, I don't want to pay that much for 100 pair of jeans. I think if I'm buying, the jeans and the jackets, and I'm buying tank tops and shoes, you should give me a better price. So here I am, negotiating for my boutique that I'm opening in Florida. My God. And I gave him a fake email to send the catalog to, and he became so friendly and so nice all of a sudden. And then he was confirming by when he's gonna hear back from me and when am I gonna place the order. In the meantime, freaking God, the friend comes back with my friend's altered jeans. So she pays for the jeans, and we're like, okay, so we really gotta go now, but I'm looking forward to that email with the catalog, and you can count on at least 200 pairs of jeans when I come back, because this is gonna be awesome. And he's all excited. The friend is like, what's going on? And he's telling him, it looks like she's gonna buy a lot of stuff from us. And my friend and I find our way out through this maze of just tables in this market, and we make it back to the main square, and we literally just stopped and we just bent over and we held each other's hands, and we're like, we made it out. We almost died back there, because who knows what that guy could have done with us. That was not the smartest moment in my traveling history ever. And I'm telling you the story so that if you're ever found in a situation like this or a similar situation, you listen to my words and you remember, don't trust strangers, even if they speak your native language. And so we were lucky enough that I was able to think on my feet and come up with a story where he thought that he could make more money off of me alive than whatever else he had planned for us that evening, because it was nothing good. So Turkey was an awesome place to visit. It is super duper fun, but you just gotta be smart on how you do it. Always go in groups, never follow random strangers down dark alleyways like we did, because obviously that can never lead to anything good. And just make sure to be smart about what you do, and be smart about how you approach your travels and your explorations, and you're gonna have a blast. Turkey has incredible food, incredible people, but just like anywhere else you go, there's crooks and horrible people who are just looking for a way to take advantage of you. So you just gotta make sure to be smart. And side note, actually, my uncle a few years ago, I think at this point it's been about 10 years, got kidnapped. No joke. So my aunt and my uncle were waiting on a intersection to cross the street. A car pulled up, the back door opened, and somebody just grabbed my uncle, pulled him in, and drove off. And then they called my aunt, they asked for a ransom, and she paid them the money and they let him go. So that is a true story of somebody getting kidnapped in Turkey. That happened to a family member of mine. So no wonder they chose to put the setting of the movie Taken in Turkey, because apparently that's a booming business over there. So final words of wisdom. Love visiting Turkey. It is such an amazing country with beautiful, rich history, incredible things to see, and super awesome food and people, and a lot of different events that you can go and explore and enjoy and just have a blast. But always have eyes open in the back of your head and in front of your head, and use your brain, okay? I really hope you guys enjoyed listening to this story. I have a lot because I am usually very smart, usually don't do stupid things on my travels, but every now and then a situation like this happens. So I want to share with you so that you guys don't repeat it. I have been to about 50 countries at this point, and a lot of them have gone without any incidences, but every now and then a situation like this pops up that I go like, what the hell? Did every single one of my brain cells die on this trip? Because apparently in this instance they did. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this story. Drop me a line in the comment box below. I always love talking to you guys about my crazy adventures and misadventures. What have been your experiences when you traveled to Turkey? And let me know what else you would like me to do a video on for you in the future. All right, so please, please, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. That means the world to me. If you want to show me how much you love me, just hit subscribe. That's all it takes. I'm super easy to please. Subscribe, hit the little notification bell so that way you don't miss any awesome videos that I'm going to be posting in the future. And I will see all of you in the next video. Until then, stay strong on your vegan voyage. Ciao, ciao.